All right, so I'm back. So today I want to talk about men be single for a season. And I think this is so important. I know this is like cuffing season, whatever season you want to call it, because it's cold outside, so you think you need a boo. I get it, I understand that. But I just want to talk about just be single for a while. Just calm down. Just chill out, man. You'll be alright. So number one, I want to hit on 4 points, and then after that, we'll wrap it up. So number one is be single for a while so your mind can be free. And what I mean by that is sometimes, and this is not all women, but sometimes what you see is that sometimes women bring a lot of drama to your life. Sometimes they're yelling. Sometimes they may have kids. Sometimes they may have disagreements with you and not agree with some of the things that you want to do. And a lot of times this can cloud your judgment as a man, and it can cloud the way you think daily and stuff like that. It can give you a headache. Not only a headache, it can just cause you not to concentrate at work. It can also cause you to get off track at work too, which is another thing that you really don't want to do. And that's why I say, if you're single for a while, whether you've been divorced or whether you just want to stay single for a while or whether you just got out of some type of relationship, sometimes being single, and when I say season could mean like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever amount of time that it is that you have. Like for me, for instance, I went on like quite a bit of dates like after I got divorced, but I was single for about 2 years. So I just stayed single, and I mean, man, it was great. And that's why I tell people, like, it's tough at first because sometimes as men we feel like we need somebody and we need that warmth around us and that woman around us. But the thing is like, going back to number one, free your mind. What good is a woman around you if she's causing you stress, she's causing drama, she's bringing problems to you, she's emptying out your bank account by all these different dates and stuff like that? Sometimes it's just not worth it for a man. And that's why I just wanted to hit on that point. Number two, travel. If you're in a season where you're single, go to a different country. Like maybe you want to go to Mexico. Maybe you want to go to Canada. Maybe you want to go to Europe. Maybe you want to go to Guatemala. Maybe even you want to go to Qatar and you want to go to the World Cup. Who knows? But do some traveling while you're single so that you can see different dynamics in the way people think around the world, different customs, different cultures, and you can see how things are because you may like the environment there. Maybe you want to move there during your single season. Maybe you want to date the women that are over there. And I'll give you a good story. For instance, for me, so I'm in Texas, so I'm in Houston. But if I drive about, I'd say 7-8 hours, I'm right over there in Mexico. So what I did during my single season is that I caught multiple flights over to Mexico, and then I also caught a bus over to Mexico. And man, I just went to some beach parties. I went to some clubs. I met a couple different lady friends, and I just had a good time. Because I wanted to have, besides like freeing my mind, I wanted to have a time where I could just go on vacation. It's like, let me spend time with different people or just by myself and just get to thinking and see the different world around me, to see different cultures and different customs and stuff like that. And I just found the people over there in Mexico that they just chill. Like they just work, have a good time. They party a whole lot harder than they do over here in America. They party a whole lot longer. And that's why I say just get a different perspective. I mean, I remember even when I was in high school, it was like right around the time when I graduated, I went to Europe. So I've been to Germany, I've been to Paris, France, I've been to Switzerland and some of these different places. And Switzerland is so beautiful. In Germany, it's just so different. Like some of the stuff is older, but it's a different culture and a lifestyle. So it really just opens up your mind on what the way that you see the world around you. That's why I say during your single season, man, just travel. Number three, date yourself. And this is what I mean by yourself. Sometimes us as men, we feel like we don't want to be by ourselves or we don't like ourselves or different things like that. Like I live by myself, besides the fact when I do have my kids for like 1st, 3rd, and 5th of each month, Thursday to Monday, I live by myself besides those parameters. And I like it. And I think a lot of times the reason why I very rarely get bored, I think when I first moved here, I got bored because it was like, what do I do? But it's like I'm always constantly doing something, whether it's learning Spanish, whether it's studying for a test for work, whether I'm going out somewhere or different things like that, to finding different things in the area, watching movies, watching football games, video games. It's always something to do. And I never feel like I'm just bored out of my mind. And sometimes what I do is I get on my phone and then I look up different restaurants that are nearby. And then I'm like, what do I want to eat today? And I'll give you another good example. I've been looking up because I wanted barbecue. So I've been going to a lot of Mexican restaurants like recently, but I was like, let me try barbecue. Keep in mind, I was driving off the road the other day, like one of the main strips over here by my apartment. And what I did is I saw this barbecue place and I said, I wonder if they get a lot of business. But I didn't think much of it. I was just like, okay, whatever. So about a week or two goes by. Fast forward to yesterday, which was Sunday. And what I did was I looked up this place and then I said, okay, this is a barbecue place. I'm going to go there. So I walk into the restaurant. I'm like, wow, it's smaller, but it's like it's kind of like a soul food type of barbecue because it's a lot of African-American women. And I don't know if it's owned by African-American women, but it's like the lady that gave me the food was kind of like what you call like a grandma. Like that grandma's cooking and she's like, honey, do you want this chocolate cake? And I was like, no, ma'am, thanks for the suggestive sales and stuff. And she just smiles and stuff like that. But it was like she had it looked like family members back there cooking with her and stuff. And then she had another young lady that took the orders. And then they had like a screen right here for the football game. And I was like, wow, when I drove by, it was closed. So I didn't get to see all these different things. But when I went inside and then I saw other people sitting on the bench over here. And then I saw people talking to the ladies in the back. And I said, wow, it's just amazing. And that's why I say just date yourself. Just go out and try different things. Like look in your area, get online, look up ice skating, different things. Like I'll give you another good example. Me and my kids did ice skating last winter. And it's like an outdoor skating rink that they put up every year. And this year we're going to go again. Like I'm just always trying to find different things to do. And I'm going to go with them, but I'm also going to go by myself. And then I also looked up a movie theater nearby and I'll probably go to the movies by myself. Like I love just doing the things that I want to do. I don't always have to bring somebody with me. I don't always need somebody to tag along with me. I like what I do. Sometimes I like to be by myself and then sometimes I go with my cousin. Sometimes when I go with my girlfriend different places. I know this is a single season, but I'm saying that's what I do now. But again, I live by myself, so there are times when I do things by myself. And I love it because I can go and do whatever it is that I want to do. And I'm just always trying different things. I mean, Houston is the most diverse city in all the USA. So that gives me another perspective as to like just the way things are. Number 4, develop yourself during the single season. And what I mean by that is maybe you want to learn a different language. Like right now, I'm kind of like learning Spanish kind of off and on. At first, I was like all in, and like now I'm kind of slowly doing it and understanding it little by little. But I'm not in a rush. I'm doing like what I want to do. I'm doing it at my pace. And not only that, I have a test I study for at work. Like I'm slowly doing that at my pace. And I do a lot of things at the rate that I want to do it. Sometimes I look at statistics, I look at data and stuff like that. But I make sure it's the things that I want to do and I'm going in the direction that I want to go in. And I make sure that this is the things that God is asking me to do on top of all that. And these are just important things that you want to take into consideration. They're just different dynamics. Just think to yourself and try something new that you've never tried before. Maybe you want to try to learn how to ride a dirt bike and you've never ridden a dirt bike. Maybe you don't know how to swim, so you want to take swim classes. Maybe you want to take jiu-jitsu classes. Maybe you want to take taekwondo. Find something interesting and fun and new for you that stimulates your mind and helps you become a better man. And that's what this channel is all about. I just want to encourage men to be better men and help improve themselves and get to their maximum potential, whether it be financially, whether it be mentally, whether it be your physical physique as far as working out. And these are just important. So I want to go over the 4 points again and we'll wrap it up. So again, men in single season, number 1, free your mind. Number 2, travel. Number 3, date yourself. Number 4, develop yourself. And hey, it's your boy Chris. You already know, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hey, share this video, tell your friends about it, and thanks. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.